First one. Thank you from Chosen None. Cute name. Let's see. If the playoffs started today, who do you think would have the highest chance to cause a first-round upset?
That's
good one.
Good one.
It doesn't matter either conference?
No, go, help yourself.
Either conference. I'm gonna go with the Western Conference, and I think a team like Dallas, because you have a player, because you have Luka and you have Porzingis. If you mess around and you know the West right now, there's a lot of up and down with the slidings because when you look at basically 3 through 6, they're not separated by a lot of games. So I think if Dallas played somebody like maybe if Dallas got matched up with Denver, they could win that series. Luka's a true superstar. Porzingis now playing more minutes at the 5. I think that has helped his game, and he is really coming along right now. Those two pieces in the playoff series, they're tough to game plan for.
And I'm going to go with the East because you said the West. I think a team like Miami. Miami will get in there and they can beat somebody like a Philadelphia, Indiana, something like that. I think that Miami would be that team. Even if Miami played Boston, I think they'll get him a little trouble. That team is hungry. I think they got a lot of young guys. They got a lot of players. And then with Iguodala being a part of it, them type of guys, man, that can make a push and get out there and direct them young players. They'll make a splash and beat somebody.
I love it. I can't wait this year. It might be the best parity we've seen in terms of the 8 playoff teams in both conferences for a long time. And to your point, Brendan, seeds 4 through 7, only 3 games.
Yeah, that West is tough, man. Anything can happen out in the Wild, Wild West.
Exactly. All right, let's see what else we got. I think we have another question for you, gentlemen. Okay, let's see. How do you feel about Trae Young nutmegging people on the court? Do you approve of it?
I'll let you go first, Vet.
Oh, no. I don't care what he does, but if that was me, I'll knock him in his chest, just like what Trevor Ariza did. You know what I'm saying? See, you're not gonna do that. No. See, you're not trying that. And then I'm gonna walk up there and I'm gonna talk to him and I'm gonna tell him about it. And that's what he should do. You can't show up everybody, man. That's not a game that if you want to show me up, I'm gonna hit you. I'm gonna knock you. I'm gonna knock you. So if you want to do it, make sure. I'm old school. I'm gonna hit you in your chest.
Right.
Even when they be going to try to dunk on people and dunk on down. During our time, Rick Mahorn, Lambeer, Oakley, they would have put you on your back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And once you dunk one time and go down there, they'll put you on your back. Michael Jordan tried to do that to him a lot. And what happened? They started putting Michael Jordan on his back.
Well, I also think that I disagree with you. I think that the game has changed a lot. I think that I understand where you're coming from, but we can't do everything by 90s rules. I hear a lot of people, I posed this question on my Instagram, a lot of people talking about back in the day they would have did, well, it's not 25 years ago. It's not 1995. It's not 1997. It's a different age. It's a different game. And we're acting like we haven't seen Chris Paul. Chris Paul nutmegged somebody earlier this year. James Harden did the same thing, and nothing was done to them. So, and then we also have to get to the point of what is disrespect? Because when Trae Young hits a 3 and goes down the court doing this and dancing on you, no one has a problem with it, but he throws the ball in between your legs, and now we want to go out there and take a cheap shot. I thought that was a cheap shot by Trevor Ariza. I think that he was more mad at the fact that they were losing this game. They had lost 3 games in a row. Portland is trying to become a playoff team. Right now, they're not looking like it's going to happen for them. But I didn't think that was needed. And, even if you didn't want to let Trae Young complete the move, you could have fouled him without it being a flagrant type of foul or upper body cheap shot. And I just don't like
it. B, that's why you are a younger age. Because that to me, no. It doesn't matter. It's not the 90s or not. This is y'all era. This is your era. This is the era.
Gee, I'm retired. What you mean it's my era?
This is your era. You look at these young dudes, man, because let me tell you something, man. This is not, to me, what you're saying, they're more friends. This is more friends. We're not friends. We weren't friends. See, y'all more friends now in this era.
Why you keep saying y'all?
Because you were more friends with your people.
Just because I disagree with you?
Just because it was in your era, you were more friends with your guy, your dudes you play with. Y'all nowadays, y'all go and take y'all jerseys off and
I never did that.
Ain't nobody doing that, man. Because it ain't no 90s, it ain't no 2000s, it ain't no 2010. That's because y'all friends and y'all over here, y'all want to say, okay, I'm gonna go have dinner with with you tonight after you give me 50. If you want to do that, then that's good. I don't ever. If somebody give me 50, you ain't my friend.
So Michael Jordan ain't never taken nobody to dinner now?
I'm so tickled.
No, he ain't never took me to dinner.
I ain't say you. I said he never took none of them guys to dinner. That's
no,
what we
gonna
act
so.
like. Yes, he did.
So.
Yes, he did.
Who?
Jeff Van Gundy talked about it on the broadcast the other day.
Who he take to dinner?
They say he was still friends with Oakley, Pat Hugh, and all them.
He played with them.
Don't matter.
We talking about is Trevor Ariza Trae Young's friend?
No.
Okay then. So
well,
I ain't doing.
I think that both of you have very valid points.
At the end, it's a different day and age. And like I said, like we don't. This is one we're going to disagree on. But I just really don't like the fact that a lot of times we hear people talking about the 90s era, like everything has to still be the 90s. No, a lot of these kids,
we ain't talking about this.
Hold on, G.
We're not talking about the 90s.
G, a lot of these kids didn't even grow up watching 90s basketball.
We don't care. So I don't care. You saying Trevor Ariza took a cheap shot. No, he didn't. He did what he wanted to do because he felt that way. He felt like he ain't gonna let nobody clown him. And that's what I'm saying. It's not about no 90s or no 80s or no whatever. It's about you not gonna clown me, and I'm gonna make sure you don't clown me.
I think it's just a matter of what he just said about personal preference.
Right.
I think that you're both
do it
valid.
to somebody bigger than 6 foot 170.
Oh, I would.
Yeah,
but it ain't nobody gonna have that type of skills and handle at 7 foot.
Well, I just know that if I were playing, I wouldn't enjoy it if I were playing.
I wouldn't. I'm not enjoying
Let's go to the next question.
Guard somebody.
Who's
out here
winning
complaining, guard somebody.
Most improved player? Who's going to win it? This is a tricky one because there's some guys.
No, B.I. should win this.
Who? Brandon Ingram.
Most improved? I think Brandon Ingram should win this.
Okay.
Yeah, when you look at what happened last year,
and now
playing with the Lakers, now he took his game all the way up to being in the All-Star game, averaging about 25 points per game. And then you look at the fact that he's shooting 40% from three as well. We just talked about he changed his jump shot, made a lot of improvements. And listen, I've been super impressed with Brandon Ingram. And you know, if I'm talking good about a Duke player, he got to get the award.
I'm glad your temper done went down.
No, because you out here.
I'm glad your temper done went down.
You not here trying to loud talk, man.
I'm loud talking to you because you talking about some 90s crap, man.
Wait a minute.
You ain't never little bro me, but you can talk about your point, though.
I'm a little bro you.
You can talk about your point, though.
I'm a little bro you.
All right.
I'm a little bro you.
You can talk.
You ain't going over here and little bro me.
Talk about who you got for most improved, man.
Are we going to have to separate you
we
two?
ain't
Talk about who you got for most improved.
Okay, Gary Payton, who should get most improved?
I'm going to let him calm down. I'm going to say Brandon Ingram, too.
Oh,
because he's sweating a little bit too much for me.
I'm so excited.
You when we go
I was getting a little worried. If there was another disagreement, we were going to go to break.
It's Brandon Ingram because you got to understand what he came back from with the Lakers. He did that with the Lakers, and they expected him to do something in 3 years, and they didn't. And they brought him to New Orleans, and then all of a sudden he comes and he has a great year like this. This is a year that the Lakers wanted to have. They wanted him to have that all the time.
Right.
And for him to go and change his game and change his whole life by going to New Orleans and doing what he done, I think that yes, what he has done. And when you had the with Jen, when you had it, when she said he gets in before everybody, he works out twice. Matter of fact, he might work out 3 times. He's showing you that he just needed a different change. He just needed a change. He needed somebody else, some different environment, and that's what he did. And I think he really deserves it because you make an all-star for your first time. All your numbers are up, and you do the things that you're doing right now, and you got a team that if you wouldn't have got hurt, and if one of your young star wouldn't have got hurt, y'all would be probably in a playoff situation right now. I think Brandon Ingram has done a great job to become most improved.
I love it. Thank goodness. I was getting worried I was not dressed appropriately to have to break this thing up. Okay.
Oh, man, you're all right.
We'll continue.